All right. Been a been a bit since we had a profile on here, and by a bit I mean like a week. Um, we just went 20th place, I think it was 20th place with Grave Zorga at BCS Rosemont. Um, it was a really fun event. All my opponents were really chill. The deck performed pretty good. I'd honestly, I think I have the list down to exactly where I want it. That's It's just a really solid list overall. Zorga is consistent, does what he does best. If you hit two prison dragons, you most of the time you're winning pretty much. Um, my round one loss was to Token Rambo. I wasn't familiar with Token Rambo at all, and the guy had the restander thing, and it just kind of spiraled out of control and killed me. And not much I could do about that. Besides, I guess, actually researching Token Rambo, but I didn't think I'd actually be seeing it. Um, the next matchup was, oh gosh, was that my Bastion matchup? Oh, that was my second. I played against Bastion. He kind of bricked up, so they didn't get all of his pieces, so I kind of just stole that because I got two prison dragons going early. Really good. Round three, I think, was my Gravidia player. I think. That does sound right. Was it Gravidia or was that the next round? Yeah, round three was Gravidia. I lost to Gravidia because the guy sacked the over trigger with the double trigger effect, and no perfect guards means I die. So Gravidia World does what Gravidia World does best, which is killing you by turn three or four. My fourth round, I played against Bastion. I won that. I was able to stay low damage until he had to hit his grade 4 turn. Just took everything and then bashed him in on the next turn. Pretty simple. My next three rounds, I won all three of them, and they were against Prison. Each and every one of them were against Prison. My first one, I killed the guy before he got to grade 3, which feels kind of bad for him, but sometimes you high roll with Zorga and it's good. Uh, the other one, he was trying out the grade 3 from Fighters Collection, where it's like if you have 5 or less, it can't attack, and I think he didn't realize that you needed to have five, like more than 5 for it to swing. So when he only had 5 in my prison, he was like, "Well, I just swing and pass then," and I killed him the next turn because I can hit him with crits and persona rides, all that jazz. And my last opponent was that was a doozy. It was a really long game. Luckily, the spicy tech card that I put in here I shouldn't say spicy. It's just a card I really like. The card I put in to help out with that matchup pretty much performed a lot of work, helped me get a lot back from prison, so I was always, able to kind of stay ahead. And yeah, I'll go into the profile real quick. There's nothing super different from what you've seen from my last profile. Radline, Dream Nibbling, he's a cutie. Rancor Chain and Black Tears Husk Dragon. These two just aren't changing. Like I don't think they're ever gonna give us something as good as these two. So we will always be running these for this deck. And then Grave equals Zorga. He did really good last time, so I figured bringing him back for one more round was the idea instead of bringing Blue Zorga. So that would be it for our ride line. Our grade threes, we want to Persona ride, so we play Persona rides, and we also love this beautiful prison dragon right here. Oh, this is unlike the last the online tournament where I profiled this. I saw at least two of these consistently all day, and that just felt good. If you can see your copies of them, it just feels really great. Not not a lot to say there. Still no changes there. My grade 2 count is what changed. I play 4 Shadow Cloak. Honestly, holding on to an order and then opening him has pretty much helped me win most of my games. This card is insanely important for this deck. And oh gosh, Clipping Dragon of Soul Revelation. Um, at the end of the turn, if you did 4 more battles or you did Alchemagic, you can tuck him in your soul and you can countercharge one. I wanted this because Prison is probably the worst matchup for this deck because they take your soul and then you're like, well shoot, I can't do Alchemagic, so it gets you countercharge so that you can counterblast and bring stuff back from the prison. Gives you soul so that you can keep doing your stuff. Um, this is a, I think this is a staple until they give me something to replace it with, or the other tech choice in this deck. But I think this is the perfect card in this deck. Going on to grade ones, Headhunter is the MVP. Headhunter will win you literally like so many situations because the amount of people that'll be like, oh, well, I've got to damage deny him, and then have that realization after they damage deny you to just be like, oh yeah, you can reduce the counter blast. It's pretty good. um, for perfect guards, we don't want to die, so we play four perfect guards and 1 copy of Sleeve Tugging Bell. She didn't come up as much as she did at the online tournament, which kind of sucked. But I mean, having her in the deck is really nice in case the situation occurs where you're just getting rid of like too many orders and you want to start recycling ones that you've already removed from the game. And she's a big booster. Order count is still exactly the same. Clouded Miasma is the heart and soul of this deck. Gather upon me, you wandering souls. Another big portion of the deck, and then the one of Tearful Malice, the one of In Search of an Ideal, Far Away, and the one of Wild Intelligence. This didn't come up at all today, but it's come up in the past and been pretty good. This was insane, and you have to play this. This just resets your Prison Dragons. Always need to reset your Prison Dragons. And we have the trigger lineup, which is just your 1 over trigger. It's still good. Can't cut it. It's still too good. For I think it's Adelaide, right? Alana, sorry. 4 copies of Alana. Alana was MVP all day. Always making sure that I had that soul. Good stuff. 4 copies of Jackalope. He's pretty. Look at the flowers. Like it's such. The SP for this card is so good. If you don't have this, I honestly recommend picking it up because it looks gorgeous. Like even just to throw in a binder, it's super cool. We have the 3 copies of Lena. Draw triggers are still the way to go in this deck, and the 4 heals. Yeah, little deer guy. We like the little deer guy. Yeah. Overall, it was a really fun event. I wish I had come, I guess, a little more prepared to deal with Token Rambo, but I think it was fine overall. I had a good time, me and my buddy, and we just chilled out the whole day. Uh, I vibed with all my opponents pretty good. We had a good day overall. Um, and yeah, that's all I got for this profile. If you guys attended BCS Rosemont, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you played. What you played against. I think that'd be really cool to hear your experiences too. My buddy, I think he got paired against Bruce 3 or 4 times, and I got Prison 3 or 4 times. So I'm interested to see what everyone else had to deal with. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. You guys take care. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.